What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to another episode of Say It Out Loud Sports. I am your host, Patrick Graham. I got Bob with me.
What up?
Pete is back after a couple weeks on the milk carton.
Carton, MIA.
Search party was out.
It feels good to be back, though.
Sent out the search party, found the DJs.
Yeah, hey, dad life is getting a hold of me, man.
No worries. We're gonna start with football, talk some baseball as well. Just an FYI, we will be releasing an NBA preview show Friday, so we got a bonus episode this week. So be sure to check that out. But for this one, let's get into some football and baseball. We got locks of the week, of course, father-son pick'em. Let's get into week 6 of the NFL season. Couple games to talk about. First one I want to bring up is the Vikings edging out the Panthers in overtime. And the main reason I want to bring this up is because of the Kirk Cousins.
God, he's on fire.
He gets a lot of hate.
He's on fire.
He's on fire.
He gets a ton of hate.
Arguably.
From the media, from everybody in general. But this dude, the Vikings
should be 5-1. Let's be real.
You could say should be 5-1, but obviously
they're not.
They're not. The kicker, I mean, if you go back to week 1,
cost them.
Bengals
lose a game.
Dalvin Cook fumbles, didn't fumble. They ruled it a fumble. They lose, even though Kirk Cousins drove them down, put them in position to win.
Yeah,
right.
Week 2, they beat the Cardinals. Are undefeated, and Greg Joseph or Gary, I don't even know. I think it's Greg, missed a chip shot field goal to win that game.
Yep.
Then they go into Seattle, beat Seattle pretty easily. They should be 5-1. They're 3-3. So are they good?
Yes,
they're good. Zimmer is no longer in the hot seat. He was in the hot seat earlier this season.
There's no talk about Kirk Cousins getting replaced either.
You think people don't like him because of his name?
Disrespected.
His name's just Kirk.
I don't know.
I think
Kirk.
That's possibly why people don't like him. His name's Kirk.
I think his screaming in the tunnel. How do you like that?
Yeah, that
was probably the start of the hate.
Yeah,
that was probably where it began.
But yeah, Vikings edge out. They could be very easily be 5-1. I think they're definitely on the right track. Obviously, they got a bye week this week. Big game against Dallas in 2 weeks, and I think that might be one of my picks. I think the Vikings could go into Dallas and beat them. On the flip side, you got Sam Darnold, and I said this when they were 3-0 and they lost Christian McCaffrey.
Turnover city time.
Turnover city. He has 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He reverted back. Without Christian McCaffrey, the Panthers, and he's out for another 3 weeks. Their defense is legit. Like, they got some guys
they have
on
a good defense.
But Darnold he's not that guy.
No, he kind of reminds me, honestly, just Eli Manning 2.0. He's going to give you 5 touchdowns one game with 4 interceptions or whatever. He's going to throw as many interceptions as he does touchdowns.
That game was pretty exciting, though. The Vikings, they tried to give it away, too, though, at the end. I mean, it was 4th and 10 from the Panthers' own 3, and Sam Darnold had a 41-yarder to the tight end.
Yeah.
Then another 4th down conversion. Then they get the 2-point conversion. It was a crazy game, but I'm glad the Vikings won because I think they could potentially get it together and be a dangerous team. Raiders, post-Gruden emails, come out and manhandle Denver. I know that was one of your locks.
Yeah, honestly, that was kind of surprising.
I was super surprised, especially the way it went down because they came out from the jump and just – They threw it to Henry Ruggs in the first quarter, which doesn't happen. Yeah, they hit him on the 3rd play of the game or 2nd play of the game for a 30-yarder.
It's a new play calling.
Yeah, what's the takeaways? Anything? Well, like you said, I'm surprised that happened. You're surprised that happened.
I thought the offense looked better.
Is it more of Las Vegas being a pretty good football team, or is it still Denver? Because we've been off Denver for the whole season. They were 3-0. Everybody was like, "Oh, Denver."
Right. I wanted to hop on that. Right. I wanted to hop
straight
on that bandwagon, but no, the Raiders I think are actually a good football team.
Are
Unfortunately,
you buying Denver, or you still think Denver's bad?
I think Denver's a bad team.
It can be both. I think Denver's bad and Oakland or Vegas is decent.
Right.
So yeah, Gruden out. Raiders put it on them. Trayvon Diggs, that was wild.
Me and you were watching this. I called it a play before. I'm like, this has got to be because we need to cover.
We had -4.
I need a Mac Jones pick 6 real bad right now. And this is what I need.
Nailed it.
Literally, I look up and Trayvon Diggs is high stepping towards the end zone. I was losing it.
Well, then the next play gives up a 75-yard. I understand it was on the safety.
No, it's on a double
toasted.
Move. He's okay. It's Trayvon Diggs this season. He's been a shutdown corner. He's given up yards, but he doesn't give up touchdowns.
That's not shutdown.
No,
they're attacking. He's on pace to break the NFL record for most yards. Yeah,
he doesn't give up touchdowns. I think the first touchdown he gave up was this week.
I think he has more touchdowns than his brother.
He has the same amount too.
Same amount too.
Yeah. But then he comes out and gives up a 75-yard touchdown. He get beat on a double move. Bad. I was like, go 0 to hero real fast.
Yeah, Cowboys 5-1. They're 6-0 against the spread. Only team, I think.
They're only team 6-0.
Only team 6-0. Okay,
Give Trayvon Diggs credit there.
They haven't I mean,
They played the Bucks close, but they really, I get what you're saying. They haven't played a ton of
playoff teams.
Yeah,
I mean,
played
like
the
the Chargers
Eagles.
didn't make the playoffs.
They did
last
beat
year.
the Chargers. Look legit though. You can't knock them for that win.
Chargers look legit.
Some weeks. Then the Ravens
weeks,
come out.
yeah. Then the
beat
Ravens
brakes off
Well,
them.
speaking of that, more impressive win here: Ravens over the Chargers or the Cardinals over the Browns.
Cardinals over the Browns.
Cardinals manhandle the Browns.
So the Ravens manhandled the Chargers.
Yeah, but it was, I guess.
More,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So both of them were big wins. I had the Ravens beating the Chargers. I didn't think it would go down that easily.
Yeah.
I said on the podcast last week, I think Brandon Staley's aggressiveness is going to come, and he gets praised for it. Which
Right.
and I love Brandon Staley
Fourth
for
and
it.
10 on his own 19.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that was not the spot. What he's been doing in the first couple weeks. He's going for it 4th and 7 against the Chiefs because he doesn't want to give Mahomes the ball back
Right.
with 2 minutes left. Let's just ice it now, which I like
makes
that
sense.
move. But I don't like going for it down 14, 4th
your
and
own
10 on your
Yeah,
own
no.
19-yard line.
Yeah.
Not a
Because
good look.
in the first half, the game wasn't over.
No.
And I think that was just a bonehead move on his part. But I do like the aggressiveness. And he
I
has the
like
guy.
it because if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you look like a freaking bonehead and you get blown out.
But he has the guy to it. Herbert is the real deal.
guy. Yep.
They've converted. They've been successful to this point. They're in first in the division. I like Staley. I think he's going to be good for them, but just bad week.
I'm also really proud of you, Pat. You called the whole Herbert Burrow apples. That was
Burrow and
our
Herbert
first episodes ever.
That was number one.
Yeah,
I
number
would-
one.
You
said
could go out and say both of them are top 10 MVP candidates right now.
No.
Burrow and Burrow's probably cracking the top 10.
Burrow's playing well. He's not playing at Justin Herbert's level.
No, but top 10 probably.
but they're both playing well.
Yeah, but they're the same. Yeah, the same
Yeah.
guy. I was like, I would have took Herbert ahead of Burrow, which I said that on episode 1.
Can't go wrong either
Before
way.
they even took a snap in the NFL.
Can't go
but
wrong
I
either
thought-
way at this point.
Right now, Herbert seems that I would take Herbert again all day over Burrow right now.
Yeah, they're
Probably,
both good.
yeah.
I would.
But at the same time, Burrow has looked good. The
He's got
Bengals,
the Bengals. He's got the Bengals 4-2.
the Bengals defense has been the most shocking of that team to me.
yeah.
They played well against Green Bay. They held Aaron Rodgers down.
Jamar Chase has been lights
Pretty well.
out too.
Yeah, I went from Chase couldn't catch a ball. Now he's just catching.
Yeah.
He's
Doesn't have a drop.
his 6 touchdowns in 6 games or 5 in 6 games.
Yeah, he's chasing Randy Moss's numbers as a rookie.
Yeah, so I would say the most impressive to me. I mean, I would probably say the Cardinals as well, but because I had the Browns. Browns was one of my locks.
What about the Titans Bills?
Titans, Bills, yeah, because that's
that's
the next
the
one.
Titans.
That's the next question. Titans back in the mix. Obviously, they're 4-2 now.
God.
They beat Buffalo.
Jekyll
What
and
is
Hyde.
Buffalo doing? Kick the field goal.
No, I'd go for it every time.
No.
100% on the road.
This is a team that's going to be a 1
I
or 2
do-
seed.
I
And
like-
that loss is going to cost you home field.
It could. They still in the worst division. They're still the Jets. That division. I would have went for it. I don't like the play call specifically.
Quarterback sneak.
No, I'd have put him in shotgun and let him roll out to the right. He can run or pass. But if he doesn't slip, though, does he pick up the first down? Because he slipped immediately.
I don't think he picks it up either way.
We'll never know. But I say
know.
he does.
Yeah. So it was a good week. A lot of stuff going on. Let's get to playoff eliminator. So we have the Jaguars, Jets, Lions, Falcons, Dolphins, and Texans all gone. We've done pretty good. I mean, we're through the easy part. Well, not entirely. Those teams were easy to eliminate.
Uh-huh.
So we can do 1 or 2 today, but I got 4 nominees for you guys.
All right.
The 1 and 5 Giants.
Okay.
That's probably a lock to go in.
Yeah.
2 and 4 Seattle. No Russ. Russ is out some more weeks. I did hear they were getting on the phone with Cam Newton, which is about time someone did. The 2 and 4 Patriots. They've had a couple rough losses, but they've looked okay, I guess, if you want to call it that. They almost beat Dallas. They almost beat Tampa. But they're 2 and 4. I don't think they're going to be able to come back. I don't like Mac Jones still. And then the 2 and 4 Colts. So Giants is a lock, right?
immediately, yeah.
What do you got the Bears?
Bears are 3 and 2.
Okay.
No,
2 and 3.
3
3 and 3. So they're still in the hunt.
their
but,
defense plays
But these
good.
guys are
I'll take Giants are out.
Giants
Yeah,
are
I'd say
definitely
Giants
out.
are out.
Do you want to go a step further and eliminate one other team?
No, we'll wait till the Bears lose this
So
week.
I'm down. I'm down with Seattle just because Russ is out another 5 games.
I'm not kicking Seattle
It's
yet.
a tough,
In that division?
that's a tough division.
No.
Okay. What do you vote? Seattle?
No, honestly,
2-1.
The Colts.
Okay, so no, we're unanimous on the Giants.
Giants, yeah.
All right, so we'll just do one this week. Giants are out, and we'll let these guys breathe another day. Colts are interesting. They are 2 and 4. They're in a pretty bad division too, but we'll see how they perform against San Francisco next week. Which San Francisco better win, or I'll be in a foul mood just like I am today. All right, games of the week for week 7. Not a ton, in my opinion. We got Chiefs and Titans. Titans coming off that win against Buffalo. Chiefs, I still don't know.
Their defense is so bad.
They played better this week, but it was against Taylor Heineke car care.
Yeah.
Titans,
Mahomes,
Titans
Mahomes
defense
somehow,
is bad too.
Mahomes somehow turned it over twice more.
Did you see
His
that when
mom, mom trying to change the NFL rules now?
Oh, man.
You got
it
to
a
catch
fumble?
the ball to call it a fumble.
No, but the Tyreek Hill one was bad. But it's
100%.
still an interception. Can't change the rule now. You can't.
Oh, let's go back. How many does Brett Favre not throw because he threw it 100
That's what
miles
I'm
an hour?
saying.
through somebody's
Tom
hands?
Brady, one of his picks was on a Hail Mary.
Right.
So those don't count. So we just don't count anything that.
Come on.
Yeah, get out of here.
Like at what point? If you're
I feel like
Patrick
his
Mahomes,
family
I'm kicking
thinks-
out everybody.
His
At
family
what
thinks
point?
he's already at the top of the mountain, and they're trying to change the rules for him.
Well, the media
Well,
kind
that's
of
what I'm
hyped
saying.
He
up.
can't do no
Go ahead.
wrong. Like, he
That's
can't
what I'm
do wrong.
at what point, if you're Patrick Mahomes, the highest paid quarterback,
I'm giving
or
him the
highest
Aaron
paid
Rodgers
NFL
treatment,
player,
dude.
you're telling your parents, your wife, your brother, you're telling, just shut up.
I'm
Let
going
me
Aaron
play.
Rodgers, bro. I'm
Just shut up and let me
changing my
play.
phone number and never speaking to a single one of them
Like
again.
this is a Patrick Mahomes problem.
if I'm the Chiefs, I'm telling them to get it under control. It looks bad.
Yeah.
Now our whole fan base is pissed because we got out there dancing on Sean Taylor's memorial.
What are
Come
we
on.
doing?
They
Mahomes-
did put him in.
Get
there
him out of the. Why is Jackson Mahomes on the field anyway?
TikTok? He's probably making
Patrick
tons of money.
Mahomes' brother.
Yeah.
Get him off the field. That fool can sit in the box. He can't go nowhere else.
Yeah,
Get him out of the
drives me
spotlight, dude.
absolutely nuts. But
Guy's a
Chief,
clown.
This is a Patrick Mahomes problem. You have to fix it.
If I'm the Chiefs, fix it now. This is it. When there's no,
Right.
you get them out.
I'm
of,
having
off
a
the,
meeting.
All the media credentials, all the passes, field. That shit's gone.
Right.
You guys can sit in the owner's box, and that's about it.
yeah, it's
The
wild.
distractions are becoming a minimum.
So
and now
Chiefs-
look at Patrick Mahomes out here throwing interceptions like he's Taylor
He's
Lawrence or
the top 3 quarterbacks in interceptions are Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
yeah. Come on, is that their rookie numbers? Those are rookie numbers, Mahomes.
I think
Cut 'em down.
I still think they kind of get it together.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think they beat the Titans.
Gotta
we'll
get
see.
Got to get the family under control, man.
All right, Bengals Ravens. That's a big. That's a
good one.
game
This
for
is- so
first
here's-
place.
here's
Game
what-
for first place.
it's
Right
first
there.
place. Yeah, this is where Burrow can put himself in the top 10 as
Elevate,
MVP
yeah.
candidates if he goes out and beats the Ravens.
Yeah, if he goes out and beats the Ravens, he's in first place in that division, 5-2, and he goes
Right.
out and beats the
Talking,
Ravens. Then
we're talking
then
MVP
it's like,
candidate.
maybe I don't think he'll have the numbers, but it's impressive for sure.
Okay.
It's in Baltimore, right?
It's in Baltimore. They're 6-point underdogs. If he goes out and wins
Oh.
the game, that's massive for his stock.
I mean, it's not a lock, but I would take the Bengals to cover that one.
Yeah, I don't have them in my locks. I think Bengals is probably where I'd be leaning. All right, must-win games. A couple of our teams. Chargers are on a bye. We got Eagles at the Raiders.
Must win for the Eagles. Can't get to 2-6 or 2-5.
2-5. I think it's a good matchup. I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I don't
High-scoring
know.
game, yeah.
But the Raiders, if they revert back to falling behind, I think the Eagles' defense
Can
with
hold 'em
Slay
down.
and they can keep
hold 'em down.
keep them at bay. So that's a big game. Colts 49ers coming off a bye. That's a must-win game for
That's
San
a
Francisco
must-win
in that
for San
division. If they
Francisco,
lose to the Colts and they drop to 2-4 in that division with Seattle, it's a wrap.
Niners got to get force wins and some turnovers.
They just need to start Jimmy Garoppolo. He better be healthy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much right now. All
I'd
right.
start him unhealthy over Trey Lance.
And then the last game,
I
I'm
concur.
not gonna lie, dude. I'm sending Jimmy out there at 60%.
and then basically almost a must-win game for both teams. Broncos Browns Thursday Night Football. Both teams are 3-3. Broncos, I'm
Browns are
not
beat
buying.
up. Browns are beat up.
They-
I don't
they
see how
have
they
to-
survived this short week. I
Yeah,
don't see how
it's-
they survive.
they have to win this game. If they
I mean, I get that, but coming off a short week, they had Guntz out. Trying to rush Chubb back on a short week.
Yeah.
Not a great idea.
Baker's twisting. his
Baker
arm
looks like
backwards.
he's going to be out there with one arm if he avoids surgery.
2 tackles are beat up.
Yeah, so now you got Von Miller. They don't even know who's going to start at tackle. Von Miller's absolutely getting 5 sacks. This is a bad week for the Browns. I don't see how they survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're short favorites, but I mean, like I said, it's must-win game. I don't buy Denver either, though, but it's going to be tough either way. At least it'll be a good, entertaining Thursday night football game because we know both teams pretty much have to win. Broncos, they started 3-0. If they lose 4 in a row, they're toast too.
Yeah, they're out.
All right, so fun week coming up. Let's get into locks of the week.
Yeah.
Right now, we're 53% as a group.
Not bad,
Not phenomenal.
not bad.
Not as good as last year, but maybe we'll get hot.
I'm on the comeback.
3-4 last week. Double locks are 4-3. They went 1-1 last week. My lock of the year is 2-0. I don't have one this week, so just hold tight for that. This week's lines are tough, man. Pete, you're at 59%. I'm at 56. Bob, you're at 44, but you're on the come up. So let's get into them.
I'm 4-2 in the last 2 weeks.
All right, Bob, what do you got?
First one, Eagles +3. Must win time.
Must win.
We have to.
I do like it. I almost took that one.
If we run the football, we'll be all right.
They're not going to run. Let's face it. Nick Sirianni doesn't
Stop.
run football.
It's going to happen. At some point, he's going to run the ball.
The Raiders' run defense is super leaky, so if he does decide to run it, I do like the Eagles, though. It's a must-win game. I think the NFL, obviously, all the money's on the Raiders right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. It was 3.5 down to 3, so you got locked in at 3. Pete, what do you got? First one.
So right now I got the Jets and Patriots under. It's 42.5. I mean, I think the first time these guys played each other, they put up 31 total points. And let's just face it, they're not good on offense. And I still look for that thing. I look for it to stay under 42.5.
Yeah, Saleh, they already, it's the second matchup already early in the season. Usually it's a little more spread out. It's kind of strange. But Zach Wilson threw 4 picks that game.
Yeah.
I think he can get it in field. If they just trade field goals, you're looking good. So, all right, my first one, I'm going Bears-Bucks over 47. I know it's weird going over.
I looked at that one.
82%'s on the under.
You're looking like a Bucks
48-0
game here or what?
Like 38-10, something like that.
Yeah, I saw that one. I liked it.
Yeah, so I'm going over the 47. I don't like that 80% of the money's on the under. I think Justin Fields is getting more comfortable with offense. He threw a touchdown last week. I know who's their starting? David Montgomery's still out, so they're going to have to throw because they're going to be in comeback mode. So I think they can get some garbage time points, and I don't think they'll be able to just stop the Bucks. So the Bucks put up 31. I can see the Bears scoring 17 maybe. So
82% has the unders?
Yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah, taking the over. All right, so Bob, number 2.
Titans -5 or Titans plus 5.5.
Plus 5.5 against the Chiefs.
Don't get the line there. The line's kind of fishy to me, but
it's in Tennessee, right?
Yeah. It's a fishy line.
I think Kansas City wins, but I think it's similar to last night's or the Monday night game against Buffalo and Tennessee. I think it's shootout.
I think Tennessee wins the game outright.
Derrick Henry runs for 200
minimum.
Lock it in.
I mean, go back and look. The guy hasn't had less than 130 in 6 weeks
since week 1,
and he's going to this Chiefs defense. Good luck tackling Derrick Henry. They can't tackle anybody.
Yeah, they need to get Julio. Julio, I think I guess he banged up.
That catch off the back of the helmet was wild.
That was pretty good. Pretty nice catch.
It was great. That was wild.
If they got Julio and AJ Brown, I could see them. I could see them winning either way with just Derrick Henry and no wide receivers. They could just line up with 3 tight ends and run it the whole game.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Tannehill's got to stop sniping touchdowns, dude.
I'm right about Tannehill. I don't care what anybody says. He's not good. he's in the lower tier of.
No, you can't
tell if you put Kirk Cousins. If you swap those two, Kirk Cousins is
a better quarterback.
But then you're sacrificing the run game.
No, that's Zimmer's fault. How are you sacrificing anything?
If you could stick Kirk Cousins over there, he's not going to throw the ball like he does in Minnesota.
What do you mean? You give him AJ Brown and who?
So you're just sacrificing. You're just not going to run it with Derrick Henry?
No, just like Dalvin Cook. What do you mean? Cook's second in the league in rushing last year, I think. Him or Chubb.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was Chubb.
He just put down the gauntlet on you.
It's the same type of offense, but they just run it differently.
Just give Derrick Henry the ball and get out of the way.
Just give Tannehill a little more credit.
You could put Derrick Henry a wildcat and he still has 200 a game.
Tannehill's trash. Okay, Pete, what's your second one?
My second one, I got the Ravens and Bengals. I'm going to go ahead and take the over at 47 on this one. I think, the Bengals, the Ravens put up a lot of yards. I think they averaged like 436 yards per game. The Bengals defense is good, but they also give up a lot of yards, and it goes both ways. So I feel like if both teams are giving up a lot of yards, there's got to be a lot of scoring. So I'm going to take the overs.
I like it. The Ravens, they just gave up a lot to the Colts. We'll see. All right, you guys aren't going to like my last two, I don't think. Oh, you might. All right, my second one. I'm
taking the Niners?
No. I'm taking Houston plus 18.5 against Cardinals.
It's the largest line I've seen so far.
I set 18.5 points. I understand that teams get blown out all the time, but I feel like the Cardinals are going to have a hard time getting up for the game.
It's a walk in the park. It's a walk.
Yeah, they're not going to go into. They're not going to play. It's at home, but they're not going to be like jacked for the game. They're like, let's just get through this game, get to next week. They're coming off
Texans
the big win.
Make it a football game.
No, I don't think they make it a game. They probably still lose by 15, but
I don't know.
That's where the Cardinals are going to try plays they haven't tried before. See if they work.
I just think 18.5 is so many points in an NFL game.
That's the most
you
I've
just
seen.
saw. You see some crazy covers. 18.5's ton. I think hard to get up for the game. They just came off the big win against Cleveland. Everybody, Kingsbury was out. I don't know. I just think they win by 17. I get the 1.5 point cover. There's so many backdoor opportunities here. Houston gets shorten the game by trying to run the ball, shorten the game, keep the point total low, and hopefully force Kyler Murray into some one or two mistakes. It's tough because that offense is just humming.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see. 18.5 ton. All right, Bob, what's your third?
I'm taking Saints -5. The Seahawks are in shambles. Geno Smith can't win you a football game. It's one of the Jameis Winston 4 touchdown type days. Let's go. The Seahawks pass D gives up like the league worst almost behind the Chiefs.
He's eating crab legs.
Initially my lock.
He's eating W's.
I was looking at the Seahawks.
No way. Saints.
I know that's
I'm not taking
good,
Geno. I'm not taking Geno. No way.
It's all good.
Fade Geno every week. How come none of us are on the Cowboys that are 6-0 against the spread?
Because they're on a bye week.
I know.
How about that? I thought you were asking a legitimate question right there.
It's a joke.
I'll be on. Actually, I'll be.
But here, if you're taking that, I'm just going to lock in the overs on that one.
You're taking the overs?
43.5, yeah. I started looking at that, and I like I think it's 43.5.
Yeah, 43.5.
Yeah, 43.5 overs. I think they both score.
Jameis throwing 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think they both score. I mean, look they put up 20 points last week.
Or is it 23-20, right?
Yeah. Geno's not terrible.
Yeah, but Jameis isn't turning it over really at all.
That's never a trustworthy thing to say.
He's got 12 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions through 6 games.
But how many more interceptions? You always talk about should have been interceptions. This was falling backwards, throwing up the lobs to the back of the end zone. They catch them for touchdowns. I don't trust Jameis. Never will.
Yeah, literally, that game can go.
You don't trust Geno Smith either.
No, neither one. They could have 2 defensive touchdowns. In
that game
too.
Goes 27-21 or 24-21, something like that.
Yeah.
It's hitting the overs.
All right, fair enough. All right, my last one's even crazier. It's Lions +15 at the Rams.
See, I like that because the Lions have played teams tough.
Kind of. But they just got boat raced by the Bengals.
That was the one bad one. All the other ones, they lose in the last-second field goals. They've lost 2 or 3 games
Did you
that
say
way.
they got boat raced?
Yeah. They just got dog
I've never heard that ever in my life, dude.
Boat raced.
Yeah, they just got smashed by the Lions.
I thought he was saying something else, and I was like, whoa.
Steamrolled, or is that the same thing?
I guess, yeah.
Steamrolled? He said boat race.
So the Lions +15. Same thing as the Cardinals.
You got jet streamed.
You got what? They just got seared.
Someone's got dog
He's
walked.
got river walk down the pier.
No, it's dog walked. You got dog walked, dude.
I don't know what that means.
You got smoked. But I think the Lions they fought them tough. Even with the Bengals score, it was like 37-3, and they still DeAndre Swift got a touchdown. They went for 2.
The Niner game the same way.
Cut it to 26.
Scored a touchdown.
So same thing with the Rams. I don't know how it's going to be tough to get up for the game.
Right.
Maybe they jump out to an early lead. We'll see. I'm just taking. I don't like any of my bets this week, to be honest. So hopefully I can go 2-1.
I'm coming back 3-0.
This is the week I go 3-0 when I hate all of them.
I know.
It's gonna be wild.
That's how it always happens.
All right, let's get Riot in here for father son pick'em, and then we'll get to some baseball. All right, we got Riot here. What's going on, buddy? Nothing. He says. All right, let's get into the father son pick'em. Last week we both went 3-2. We had 2 different picks. We went 1-1 on those. Let's get into this week. Bengals against the Ravens. Ravens are favored by 6. So Bengals or Ravens?
Ravens.
All right, I got the Ravens as well. Atlanta -2.5 against Miami.
Miami.
Taking Miami. All right, I'm taking the Falcons in that game. So we got one different at least. Next game is Panthers at Giants. Panthers are favored by 3. So Panthers or Giants?
Panthers.
Okay, I got Panthers also. Game number 4. We got the Saints -5 at Seattle Seahawks.
Saints.
Okay, I'm taking the Seahawks in that one. So we got that's 2 different. That's good. Maybe you could close the gap a little. All right, final game of the week. The Chiefs -5.5 against the Titans. So Chiefs or Titans?
Titans.
Okay, I'm on the Titans. So we got 2 different picks, 3 of the same. You have the Ravens, Dolphins, Panthers, Saints, and Titans. And I got Ravens, Falcons, Panthers, Seahawks, Titans. See if you can close the gap, dude. You need some help. That's it? You ready for soccer practice?
Yeah.
Okay, go get your socks and shoes on.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, that was Fodder Some Pick'em. Quick fantasy note, Bob gets his second ticket of the year.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs future ticket. I
God
mean, you lost.
damn it.
Are you 1-5 now?
Yeah, and I've had like the most points
So
scored
he's
in the league.
1-5, but you got 2 future
This week I
tickets.
scored 155 and lost
Yeah.
to
So
Arts. I almost came back and got him.
You did. You needed Josh Allen to
I
hit
need
Cole Beasley.
one more
Cole
Cole
Beasley on that flip.
touchdown. That was it. I know Arts was up sweating too.
This week contest is starting running back points.
Oh, come on.
Who has Derrick Henry?
I don't have no
Are
idea.
you serious?
Oh,
Are
Rick,
you
just
doing?
go ahead
I
and
think you're
give-
doing this just to spite me.
No, I just
I have
random.
McCaffrey and Hilaire both on IR. I'm starting
That's
not-
fine. Neither had a chance. Is Derrick
There's
Henry?
still, like,
Give the
running-
ticket to Richard right now.
There's gonna be
100%.
a-
He's freaking speedboating me right now.
He's boat racing you.
There's
He's
speedboating him. There's running back. There's
Motor,
gonna be,
you
so this
little
week's
motorboating son of a bitch, you.
Yeah.
There's going to be quarterback, tight end, all the position groups, but this week happen to be running backs. Don't be. You're not.
I don't think you.
Just wait. The ticket's a Patriots ticket. Are you mad now?
No.
Okay. See,
Oh,
didn't
just
let
give
me-
it to Richard.
just hand it to him.
Yes, he said Derrick Henry.
All right. So that's it for the
Who the
Chiefs.
hell picked the Patriots?
I don't know. I have to go back through my
Somebody that
messages.
didn't want to win a ticket.
I don't know. Someone picked the Patriots.
No. I'm.
Refused to believe it. Well, that was before.
Why?
That was also before they just randomly cut Cam Newton.
I mean, but
trusted
that,
the
that wouldn't have made a
You
difference.
trusted the defense to be good, and then Cam Newton's better than Mac Jones
to win a
1,000.
Super Bowl. These are
John-
Super Bowl picks.
Yeah, Bill Belichick. You know, the biggest fraud in the past 20 years.
No, he needs to be towel whipped. I mean, to towel whip that person. Whoever picked the Patriots needs to be towel whipped.
All right. Let's get to some Major League Baseball playoffs, which is a touchy subject for me right now. We're recording Tuesday night, obviously, and the Dodgers are down 5-2 in the Game 3. But it's good. It's bad to be a Dodger fan right at the moment. It's great to be a Red Sox fan at the moment, even though they play Game 4 tonight. Bob?
Game 4?
Red Sox fan?
Yes.
I'm kind of salty that Kike Hernandez is on your team.
He's good.
I know.
The Dodgers could use him right now.
He's good.
Yeah, Jock Peterson's hitting Jock Tober's hitting him on chop shop over the chop. What is it called?
Chop house.
The chop house. Hit it over it against the Dodgers.
Jocktober.
Are you still You're pretty confident the Red Sox
They're
win?
winning it all. How can you? They're scoring 12 runs a game. They can't lose at this point.
I mean, it is only 2-1.
Well, I mean, we're hitting grand slams like they're singles.
That is true. You have 3 in 3 games.
Yeah. Don't load them up. It's 4 runs. Let's put it on the board. It's wild. We scored 12 last night.
So what do you think the Red Sox get it? Do you think they finish out the series in 5? Or is it 4-2?
It's 4-1.
Okay.
We're out of
So
here.
you're closing them out in
4-1.
Boston?
Waiting on the winners.
And then they just beat Atlanta?
Whoever it is would probably sweep
There
them.
you go. This feels so overconfident with the Red Sox. Dodgers are going to win in 7, though. I said it preseason.
Dude, Dave Roberts is so
I
frustrating.
can't.
in the playoffs.
I don't even want to get in.
He's
have
literally the most frustrating. Like, how do you have this good of a lineup? I get it. We got a couple guys hurt and injured.
Overmanages.
Muncie's gone, and I understand that. But he gets way too cute.
Overmanaged.
Way too cute.
What's 12 pitchers a night?
It's a micromanaging
I don't
situation.
understand it.
I said it last year. I would have fired him after winning the World Series. It
Yeah.
might have been. I think it might have probably would have been the first time in history you get fired after winning. But he does this every game. He's doing it today, right now as we speak. He took out Buehler. Obviously, had to get pulled. He got, he was getting lit up. But then he puts a guy in to face a batter to close an inning, and he lets him face one batter. If you're going to do that, let David Price be on the roster and let him go 4 innings versus one batter.
Right.
Like, these guys can pitch more. And then not to mention the other game debacle where he took out Garatterall, put in Jansen.
What is he doing?
I'm just over that guy.
No, I mean,
I still have faith we're going to win.
The pinch
4 in a row.
hitting situations are horrendous.
I don't mind
too.
the pitch hitting. It's whatever.
I even hated him putting in Scherzer the last inning
close?
against the Giants to close.
Why? You never close a game in his life.
Right.
Just put your closer in the game.
Jansen already pitched.
But why?
Why did
the eighth.
Jansen pitch the 8th?
Because it was I don't mind that move.
It just reminded me of when they put Kershaw in as a reliever. He's never been in that position his whole entire career and got his tits lit.
Scherzer's crazy though. That fool is so intense. I don't mind
know.
doing that. The move I hate
Scherzer
is
pitched the 8th.
No, he didn't.
He should let him pitch the 8th and Jansen pitch tonight.
Right.
Jansen's been lights out.
So why is it now your Jansen
I get what you're saying.
setup guy?
No, the dumbest
Makes
move to
zero
me
sense.
was why he put Urias in Game 2.
Yeah.
Dumb.
It's just frustrating to watch, and I hope they fire him after the season, regardless of outcome.
Should fire him after he won the World Series.
He
That's
went
what I
back-to-back
said.
World Series, and they fire him.
I'd fire him.
Well, he went to 3, lost 2.
Yeah, he went to 3 in 4 years. He lost to Boston.
Lost
and
to
then
Houston.
Lost to Houston. Then they lost to
No, they lost 2, 1-1.
they lost to Nationals. When the Nationals went, so they went. He's been to 2 of 3, 3
Right.
of 4, 3 of 4,
And lost 2.
and lost 2 of them, and one last year. I would have fired him so many times. He would have been
Yeah.
fired 10 times by now. It's
Most coaches
Just rehire him just to fire him.
yeah, just to tease him,
Yeah.
hire him for
Here, we'll
regular
give you a
season.
10-day contract, bud.
It's just
fire him.
And people are going to be like, "Oh, you praise him when he wins." I'm like, "No, I don't.
No, nobody praised him.
Nobody does."
Actually, I've seen that.
I've never said anything
seen
positive about Dave Roberts.
I've never seen that. You're right. Just fucking
So,
empty.
I don't know. Dodgers in 7. We'll see if
They're
they,
just in an absolute freaking boat race this series, though.
Boat racing series.
the name of this podcast is called Boat Racing.
Pat driving the boat.
Dave Roberts is driving the boat.
Yeah.
Can we just put Dave Roberts
Crash into the wall. Leap off at the
Pat's
last
skiing
second.
behind it.
please.
Pat's skiing behind it.
in a captain hat?
Yeah.
This is
Dave Roberts
ridiculous.
is the captain.
All right. Well, that's it for this week. Let's this episode, not the week, because remember Friday we're coming out with the NBA podcast. We're gonna talk about future bets, some rookie of the year. Who knows? We'll get into some odds. We'll pick our preseason finals predictions. So tune into that Friday. Other than that, we'll see you next week.